today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 76 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Gain of 21 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard.
Now Wentz. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Griffin. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break. Griffin. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Jake Elliott.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 9.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Watch tomorrow. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 4.
Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go play action. Griffin. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Washington.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down 14-7, 27 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the bet. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0.